Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to this short video. Now, this video is for anyone who is wondering about the challenge. Maybe you have some questions, you've emailed me, and you're just wondering, what the heck is this challenge all about? So that's number one. Number two, this video is also for those of you that have signed up for the challenge and you're thinking, what the heck did I sign up for? So that's number two. Number three, this video is also for those of you that haven't been able to commit to this challenge at this point in time. You sent me an email and said, it's just a little crazy right now, so maybe next time, but you're interested in wondering what this challenge is all about. And if you stick around till the end, again, it's not that long of a video, I'm going to share a little extra of the winter strategies that I had in the email as well. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. So what happens on Monday, January the 20th, is by 7 a.m. you will have an email in your inbox that is your challenge for the day. So in the email, I will have kind of three parts. So one, for example, let's use the first day, it's moving and grooving, and it's exercise. So I'll have a little bit of information in terms of motivation, why it's important to be exercising specifically in these winter months. Then I'll give you the challenge, and to give you a little bit of a teaser for Monday, I am giving you the option of an indoor challenge and an outdoor challenge, of course, because it'll depend where you are, it will depend on the weather, all those sorts of things. And in the third part of the email will just be to give you a few little tips to say, okay, well, how could you continue on with this over the winter months? So that will be the email. Now you'll have a little attachment on there where you can mark down any, let's say, things that come up around the challenge, even questions. That's just for you. You don't have to send that in to me, but it will be just a little kind of journal sheet to go with your challenge. So what will happen after that? Let's say it's Monday, it's at the end of the day, you've done it. All you have to do is send me just 3 words. I did it. You can add more in there if you want. You don't have to send me your journal page unless you want to. And then your name will be put in a draw for a daily prize. So I'll be announcing the daily prize the next day because I'm going to give you till later into the evening. I know some of you are will be maybe doing this more in the evening. So if you can get those into me, let's say by well, I go to bed about 9:30, so even if you send them after, that's okay. I won't be doing the draw till the next morning, okay? So that's Monday. Now on Tuesday, the challenge is around meditation. Very, very simple. Meditation being just taking those pauses during the day. So I'm going to give you some stuff to play with there that takes just a few minutes. On Wednesday, we're doing a water challenge. And even for those of you that water is a fairly easy habit for you, I'm going to offer up some tips as well, just to, if you're looking at changing it up a little bit, adding a little bit of something to your water, and noticing what the water is doing for you for the day in terms of an extra motivation. Now, day 4 is a posture challenge, and fantastic, again, whether you're at work, whether you are up and around, whether you're sitting at, using your iPad a fair bit. So the posture challenge is going to be a lot of fun as well. Now on Friday, you're still going to receive an email at 7 a.m. We're going to put this all together, but I am going to put it really, really together at noon on Friday. It's called a master class, and it's right over the lunchtime. It's 45 minutes. It brings the week together. For those of you that are asking what goes on after this, I offer tips for you to carry on with some of the, let's say, findings that you've had in the habits and routines that you've had out of the challenge. And for those of you that want to dig in a little bit deeper, I will be doing again, and this is my 2nd year, it's my at least my 4th course on seasonal habits. So that will be starting on February 3rd. So I'll give you a little bit of information on that. Now that will be recorded. You don't have to be there at noon online. It's through a program called Zoom. It's free, totally easy. It's just like Skype. And then you'll have the opportunity as well, it'll be recorded, you'll have the opportunity on the weekend, if, again, totally optional if you want to watch that. So that's how we pull everything together in terms of the challenge. So If you have any other questions, just send them my way around that, but you just hit the to register. It'll take you right through. Now, for those of you that want to get started a little bit early, again, if you've had a chance to look at my email, I've offered a few strategies, and that's just kind of, again, some little teasers around some winter strategies. And so if you want to dig into those, whether or not you're doing the challenge. So number one, huge, I've been doing lots and lots of work personally through my coach in terms of mindset mastery and the importance of languaging and how we describe certain situations. So how our thoughts, of course, impact directly, there's no questions, thoughts end up creating our feelings. Our feelings create our situation and our beliefs, and they impact our decisions, and in the end, impact our results. Might be totally related to your goals that you are setting for 2020. So as you look out and around and you look at the language that you're using to describe this wonderful winter, notice the difference when you change the wording. Now, if you're with people and you say something very, very positive about the winter, depending on who you're with, they might look at you a little strangely, and just notice that. It is so funny because very often, of course, our languaging can be a little bit more negative around winter, and that is the norm. So we're going to have, let's say, have some fun with that. So change your languaging, step outside, pause, draw all your senses in around the winter months, and just notice the difference. So the second strategy I put on the email was just around changing things up a little bit. So we talked about changing your throws, and it might be the cover on your, let's say, your bedspread. It might be pillows, diffusers, candles, but also changing up things like your creams, and that's really, really key. We need a little bit heavier creams. We need, let's say, more oils. I'm going to give a shout out here actually to Shannon Landry, who I just started at Christmas using her avocado face serum, and it is fantastic. So that is, again, it's just a little bonus. It just perks up my morning when I'm using this avocado serum. So so just noticing different essential oils in your bath. You might be having more Epsom salts baths. So how can you change it up to support the winter months, and change it up in your environment around when you walk in your house? Does it invite you in? Okay, and then within your own body as well. So the third one that I mentioned in the email was just changing up the aromas in the house. I found that I was not as quickly into some of the routines, not too bad, but some of my fall routines in terms of my soups and my stews, and I really have started to solidify those routines now coming into the winter with the busyness of the holiday season. So notice when you go into the grocery store, do you want to try a new, let's say, winter vegetable? Do you want to change things up in terms of your breakfast? Well, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. How can you really notice those foods that are warming you, that are satisfying you, and really relate it to your habits and your routines? And even within your habits and routines, when you're doing your soups and your stews, make that an enjoyable experience. A little bit of music, maybe a little bit of wine. It's totally up to you. Really, really enjoy that experience of prepping and enjoying all of the senses of the winter season. So I think I've put that all together, hopefully short enough for you. But if you have any other questions at all, oh, actually, sorry, I didn't want to pop up for a moment, so I just wanted to give you a quick sample of what would be an indoor exercise. Now, this won't be exactly the same as you'll be getting on Monday, but it will be. I'm going to give this ottoman a little kick out of the way. It will be a sequence that's about 15 to 20 minutes where you're going to be doing a range of motion. So for some of you, you might be doing this seated in a chair for sure. So you're going to do a range of motion, right? Neck, shoulders, hips, all of that. Okay, you're going to do a little bit of cardio, so we'll be getting the heart rate going. So whether or not we're going to be marching on the spot or doing a little jog or doing a little hop. So we're going to go through that, and we're also going to add some strength in with no weights, no equipment at all. So we'll be adding in, let's say, some squats and some movements that you're drawing those arms and you're working those upper back muscles. So that is the flavor, let's say, of the Monday exercise movement. Again, that's your indoor. I'm going to give you an outdoor. So I think now I've covered everything. But if you have any other questions around the challenge, anything that's coming up, even if it's about the course over the winter months starting February the 3rd, throw them my way. Enjoy this day, enjoy this Monday, and we'll see you in the challenge or in class or on the Women's Wellness Community page as well. Okay? Bye for now.